Okay, things are working. Hello everybody, my name's David, you can call me Zen. Welcome on into the stream. Today we are finally going to be finishing Rift Apart today. We still have a good amount of game left before we even approach the end game, so don't even worry. We still have a nice solid length stream for you guys today, and I'm excited to finally just kind of get a move on and worry about a lot of the different collectibles in the game, because we saw some side quests. We still have another round of tournament levels to do, and we still have quite a bit of collectibles just across the vast world. So what I am thinking about doing is that we could take this just one planet at a time, and while we're kind of going through these different planets, we'll finish the tasks that we need to do there. One of the biggest things is that we're going to be visiting Savali for a very long time, because we did not touch any of the side content there. And it is going to be a touch more difficult than what we kind of initially established in the past. So that's just something to kind of bear in mind as we continue our time here.
Without the threat of being kidnapped.
So the least that we kind of know is that over here in this kind of general area, we can actually head over. Oh, not over there. And as a reminder, we do have a lot of the late game nefarious mobs here now. And so that's going to be playing a much larger factor very generally. So just so everyone is kind of generally aware of what's going on. And I realized I shouldn't be trying to go over there yet. The Agents of Doom have been such a fantastic help. So we can kind of see that there's stuff that we can kind of interact with down there. I don't remember entirely how to get there, so we are just going to wing it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to build up speed. Oh, there's a kill zone. They said not in a million years. But the game has indicated that I have been here before, so I will take the hint, and then we'll just kind of go there very casually. As we're finishing up the game, though, I hope that you guys have been enjoying our time here with Ratchet, Rivet, Clank, Kit, the kind of the story, the drama, and everything. So much so that it actually took me a second to come up with a good name, or a nice title to kind of work with when it came to this finale episode. I felt like a good partner really kind of symbolized what important notes from the narrative that we needed to just kind of take away as, players. Because if you think about it, right, we had quite a bit of different things happen along this journey, and switching perspectives between Ratchet, Clank, Rivet, Kit, all of them kind of working together in different ways and different styles, and ultimately paying attention to all their dynamics as a pair. I mean, you could even consider the work that Nefarious and both Nefarious and his counterpart have also done. And I think that the theme of partnership actually does fit this game's narrative very well. So can I really not? I'll say this section's always rough for me to remember exactly where to go, because I remember even back then I had trouble figuring out exactly where I needed to physically be in order to get the yeah, in order to get this. Oh, I thought you were an enemy. I was about to ruin that guy's day. But either way, it is a pretty simple gold bolt to get. We got our first one here in the Fairy City. But I thought that the title really kind of just sets the theme up for, you know, success is not the right word, but I think it's pretty in line with one another. So now the big thing that we kind of have to consider is that I don't think there's an easy way back to the ship. Unless if there we go. See, sometimes the creative solution is often, I wouldn't say the easiest solution, but definitely a solution to consider. But I also understand the value of sometimes being creative is not necessarily a good thing. But I know that I've had my fair share of moments already in this game where I was trying to be creative. Like, just the easiest example I could think of was when I got the gold bolts in the pirate planet in the very weird way, and I managed to skirt through all the water. And when I did do that, it made it, you know, quite easy for it made it quite easy to get the rewards in the long run, even if it wasn't the ideal way to approach the situation. All right. So our next stop is here is I believe Sargasso is the name of this planet, and we do have a kind of a pretty easy line up of things to get ahead of us. And we are just going to kind of keep it nice and easy. So we missed the gold bolt all the way over there, 200 meters out, but I hope that it's on the land, so that way I at least don't have to be using Trudy to get over there. Oh. You know, how embarrassing. It's the fact that there's also the bugs that are just staring at me while I was getting the rewards. Oh, hi. That was not great for my mental. I forgot, was our ship over there? Well, I hope so. I would go back. Okay, yeah, our ship's right there. So yeah, not every trip is going to be like some long-winded, like, journey across the world like how it's going to be over here for in Savali. But we can go ahead and just kind of go to Zerkie's, do the tournament, make sure that we actually get some combat gameplay and not necessarily platforming, since I know my platforming's not the smoothest. Trust me, I am aware. So let's go on ahead and get some combat done. We still have quite a bit of guns to level up. Quite a lot of different rewards to get, including two spy bots. And we're even still missing an armor piece, which I imagine that we're gonna get all of that in the gold cup. And we do have fully upgraded weapons that we can use, but we don't want to head over to Quantum just yet. I'm pretty sure the game will actually deliberately express that once we do this, that there's like there's no going back. All right, so what is the theme? So looks like the Mangler is back at it. but I don't know if it's attacking more frequently. It might just be a generally just harder iteration of this hazard. But as you guys can kind of see, every time it reaches a stopping point, it does this kind of like wave effect now. If you're not careful, at least. But we just need to kind of keep an eye on it as we are moving along. Obviously, we're fighting a lot of the undead. But it looks like it's not every single time, which, thank goodness. We'll just use the Agents of Doom. The Agents of Doom kind of at least have... Ow. Ow. I would love to be able to move in my video game, please. But yeah, you guys got to see that the Agents of Doom have already put in a ton of work. I still have one left. So what we'll kind of do here is that we'll drop another Agents of Doom, but we'll use the Topolary Sprinkler to just kind of really send home the debuffing factor. I'm going to keep forgetting about that. Because if you guys remember, at least with the debuffing factor, it does increase the damage being dealt. And that alone can also just be a very big help. Goodness, I'm not doing the best job of like dodging and making sure that we're getting our value out of this. All right, so now we got some flyers, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to start using some of our other ones like the Drill Hound to accomplish similar enough goals. But I'm guessing that the Agents of Doom already like took someone out. Oh, that's so unfortunate. You know what? Oh, ooh, that was close. But yeah, all around, this should be a relatively easy mission. We're definitely just at the point in the late game for this now that most things are not an issue unless if they genuinely catch me off guard. But even then, we still have a lot of tools kind of left to our advantage with regard to what we can use for the offensive, for offense in this game. That Agent of Doom right there, pure MVP energy. Pure MVP energy. Only took out like 2 of them by himself. All right. So we got a kind of a pretty massive award for that, but you can kind of see that we are going to be getting a lot of bolts. All right, next section. This one, unfortunately, we can't have as much urgency. Agency's the right word with what weapons that we're using. So I believe every set of 5 kills, we will be swapping over to a different weapon. So this is part of the reason why I did such I put such a large emphasis on making sure that a lot of the weapons that I did manage, I also upgraded. Because of modes like this where the expectation is to try to get a whole bunch of these different weapons. As you guys can see, the Ricochet is fantastic. And I'm going to be throwing down as many Agents of Doom as I can before the weapon explicitly switches. You guys can see how much damage that these guys are already putting out. The unfortunate thing is that, all things considered, even though these guys are doing monumental work with what they were able to do so far just as general damage dealers. We can drop about 2 of those down at a time. I wonder if this actually gets longer the more weapons you have. But yeah, you can already see the amount of work that the fungi are putting in. Hopefully they're actually getting the killer blows, because this would be one heck of a bug if it didn't count. All right, come on, give me a new gun, please. So the unfortunate reality, though, is that a lot of these like explosives, like the drill hound, can insta-kill things very quickly, and that could be a double-edged sword in on its own. But yeah, these are by far... Oh, I don't have the headhunter yet, so we actually get a little bit of an early teaser. These late game arena challenges are never like all that bad. So if you guys, since you guys can already see, the headhunter is this game's sniper, and I think that this is a very fitting last weapon to acquire. So the only thing that kind of sucks about the headhunter is that I'm honestly not sure where... Wait. I'm actually not sure entirely with what that secondary mechanic is with the headhunter. There might be... It might be like a timing minigame, so to speak. Ooh. That's gotta suck. Ooh, that was not great. Thankfully, a lot of these guys fall in about 2 shots anyway. And this isn't a mission that revolves around trying to make these shots count. Oh, I was gonna say, that guy didn't drop? Alright, so we got our last wave. It's probably going to be a combination of everything we fought up to this point. So the sniper bots and other, like, generic robots. And also, game... Hey, chill out. Ooh, they got me moving. But I'm surprised that they don't have like a ton of ammo crates. Kind of have to really not pull my punches, but I have to make sure that these kills are connecting and counting. And this is part of the reason why I did try for collateral, but it looks like it's only first enemy contact, which is fine, I guess. But we are going to need a lot of these bolts, because I think we buy the Rhino in this one as well. Can't say that with 100% confidence, though. All right, so we kind of have two. We have 2 of these tournaments left. We now have beat these guys in low gravity. So yeah, you guys can kind of see that we're very generally stuck in the air for longer, which is debatably good. I guess the challenge here is that due to the lower gravity, Oh, these goons took two rockets to the several rockets to the face and like laughed at me. That's, while good to know, not good news. Oh, there's more. Oh god, oh god! That gun is not great for taking these guys out, but I definitely want to just drop the sprinkler down while we still have a moment to kind of think about our options of weaponry. Because these guys are not the most pleasant to fight. Oh, wait. So, just found out that my projectiles do not block that. Good to know. Alright, first wave was not hard, but not like particularly easy. So hopefully with my Agents of Doom, they can kind of very generally cover my back. Oh, we have these with the flyers. That's low-key kind of miserable, but it's whatever. Okay, could you also, guys, could you imagine something for me real quick? Could you imagine, so a big perk about this game is that a lot of the weapons in this game actually had like some of those extended PlayStation features to kind of help them really sell like what the PS5 and its controller is actually like capable of. That's part of the reason why sometimes I feel like this game is just a glorified PS5 demo. But we know that the Black Hole Storm is the only gun thus far that has like the heating system that we have to keep in consideration. But even with that bit of knowledge, right? Could you imagine if this actually like respected the heat, like the PS5 controller actually respected the heat system? So you could end up in a situation where your PlayStation 5 controller could overheat. Sure, that might be a little bit diabolical, but it wasn't. It was just a fun little thought. Yeah, you guys already can tell. Even in low gravity, that was not hard. And we got the 7th bot? Was that 7th? I guess, who cares? Alright, so redemption arcs. So let's see. This seemed like something easy enough to do. Stack your debuffs. And that actually gave off a lot for the thing. I can't believe I got to dodge that for free, practically. Oh, we killed it. So this should be a pretty fast level up for the black hole gun, but you guys can likely see very quickly how easily is not the correct word, but it is the right idea. You guys can just very generally see how strong we are now. That even in these like grudge matches, I don't know what you would want to call these. Even though I'm kind of, you know, multi-managing, or inventory dancing, rather. I'd say that I'm doing a pretty decent job. All right, last sprinkler. All right, good there. Oh, he said he wanted seconds. All right. Let's see what we can do. So we don't have any more of our debuffs, which at this point is probably fine. For now, we are aware of how big Skolo is. So what that ends up meaning is that the black hole gun... Oh, ow! The black hole gun actually ends up being like a relatively solid option, all things considered. Let's see. Unfortunately, the Void Repulsor is not that good at the offensive capabilities. But unfortunately, we are out of ammo for the guns that we were trying to level. So we'll just keep it simple. We can use the Doom Blades. But we can also talk about, while we're here, very generally, because this is something that I actually wanted to touch base on, is that, please connect. The methods that people have been using to farm in this game for, like, for example, Raritanium to fully upgrade their weapons. Really, you just use the fungal stuff. That should help take some pressure off. Get the sprinkler up. And then, honestly, there we go. You guys can very generally see how much faster we have gotten with just this game. We love a cannon in my face. But yeah, we've beaten all the tournament cups. So we are kind of looking pretty good, all things considered. So we have a lot of bolts. I say we pick up our headhunter. And we also got a good amount of Raritanium for our time as well. But yes, we acquired basically not every single weapon the game has to offer. But I'd argue that we are pretty close.
Now that is gonna pack a punch.
Okay.
I cannot wait
Goodness,
to see where
I'll
this
say,
goes.
how much ammo did the lightning rod get to as well now? 156. That's not bad. But now we have what's probably going to take up the bulk of the stream time, is figuring out where that secondary spy bot is. Unless if we get it for beating the game. There's a not 0, not 100 chance. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they might have prevented what basically we ended up doing with I already forgot what I was gonna say. Why is my brain blanking so bad? All right. So we have quite a bit of exploring to do. There's a bot, there's several gold bolts, there's a new suit piece, there's the lore stuff that they were referring to. That side quest. So we're gonna have to kind of pick and choose our battles is not how I would describe it.
Endless, I am sure. Though I do think ours is my favorite.
That's cute. That's wholesome. So we know that one is up there. See, way back when, oh, let's actually find the, I think the point that we were at was the end point, not the start point. So a lot of what we are actually doing here on Savali, right, is a lot of the open exploration and kind of the more puzzle-centric benefits. We're gonna see puzzles just kind of all around the map. Unfortunately, we don't have the lorbs show up. So we are just gonna kind of have to wing it with a couple of these. And like I mentioned before, it's been a little while since I've last really like explored this planet in full. So let's go ahead and we're taking our time, but like we do have some pep in our step. It's gonna take me a second to really have a solid memory of what exactly we need to do to get to certain points. So, I'm really gonna struggle with remembering how to get that one gold bolt. And then I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and I'm gonna be like, really? It was that easy? And then some viewers who have played this game before are gonna be like, oh yeah, absolutely. I just figured that using the Apocalypse glove now. Why don't we use the upgraded one? I feel like that was diabolical, but it needed to happen. Yeah, I remember way back when I first played this game about how often I ended up just like traveling the edges of the planet trying to figure out how to do like certain things like option A, option B. While those are getting taken care of that. Oh.
Only again. This is Emperor Nefarious's planet to plunder.
Right. But yeah. This will be probably our last real opportunity to try to level up our guns here. Alright, assuming that we defeated everything here, we can actually get our Lord. As you guys probably saw, there are 12 of these, so we've only gotten a quarter of them. That's why I do find it very important. I forgot how to activate those as well. So there's a lot to this game that I don't fully remember or recognize.
Oh man, that door's console is infected with viruses. I bet Glitch can help us see what's inside though.
Yep. That also includes some of our last glitch sections. I believe that this is the last optional one where we actually might meet the Mother Virus face to face.
What happened here?
Oh, Glitch. We're so glad you could make it to our little slice of home. Let's give you a nice, warm welcome.
All right, let's do that.
Here we go!
There's a, I was gonna say, okay, so they're just gonna kind of be perma spawning. So let's go on ahead and get onto the upper roof portion.
Nests are tough! Maybe my blitz injectors would work better.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that glitch. But yeah, funny enough, I really don't remember this section like. I don't remember much of this section like at all. So, a part of me is, I don't think winging it is the correct verbiage that I would use.
When the dimensions cracked open and gave us so many chances to spread.
Why is the Master Virus, the easiest way that I could describe it is that she sounds like, you know how sometimes they make some of the characters sound very, like the evil, like villainess characters sound kind of rude. Sorry, I'm trying to follow the trail here. Because then you have to get up. Then I believe you can travel over here and down. Does that lead us to the right spot? Yes, it does. So, this plot line always seemed very weird to me. Because it's just like, okay, the mini game also has to have like a little story going on with characters. It's probably one of the more unnecessary things.
Is there any way to get behind that shield?
Oh, yes. It was kind of a shame that I lost a good chunk of life for that, but whatever. We got it for the most part out of control. These levels, like I mentioned before, are pretty linear. And these are the types of levels that really give the, Oh, that switch wasn't for you. Who was that switch? Oh, no, you need more than one switch is what it is. Okay. So, we need to avoid the gunfire. They really do have us like moving all over the place. But we're kind of doing a good job so far with these glitch sections. I wanted to also say welcome on in. And we got the firewall down, so we do see the Mother Virus.
There it is. The Master Virus.
Oh, you don't like what you see?
I don't
Oh?
care what you say. You're getting deleted now.
Putting on a brave face? That won't last long.
Just keep moving, just keep moving.
Oh, aren't we tonight?
It's not luck, it's skill! You loaded sack of space.
Dang, loaded sack of space barf is crazy.
The farther you go with this, the more it'll hurt when you fail.
Guess I better not fail then!
I don't know. Their interactions are funny to me. So what we're looking for is that thing's power switch, which I think might be tied to that shield over there. But anyway, welcome on in. I hope you are doing well. I'm just trying to make sure that I am also getting every... Oh, the switch is right in front of it. Y'all, I'm sorry that I'm blind.
Is there any way to get behind that shield?
Yeah.
Lead it!
So let's go on ahead and just kind of finish the job.
As long as dimensions keep breaking open, we'll keep coming through. You'll never be rid of us.
Well,
Bring it on!
No!
well, the Master Virus is dead. Dang.
I stopped them! Really? Actually stopped them! Yesterday I was just deleting old files, and today...
Also, no, I don't think your pop-up did happen, Kel. It didn't even show a notification for it, like, anywhere. I just checked my, like, streamer bot thing and everything.
Found you.
Because normally I hear, like, the noise from the alerts. But yeah, even on my stream manager, it didn't show. If you did your Prime, which by the way, thank you. You may have to there's like a little share button or something of that sort. If I remember correctly. Yeah. For some reason, at least with the Prime, sometimes you do have to publicly announce it. I don't know if that's accidentally a setting that I have on. But in my experience, normally whenever I sub with Prime, they're like, why don't you share with your friends? Alright, so let's head over to this area, which we actually have not been over here in this playthrough. We do have a bit of a speed pad thing going on. So as you guys can kind of see, we have a lot of like these baby mobs. So let's just show them that my guns are rated E for everyone. Okay. And then we'll use the drill hound. So I think I told you guys before, its scaler is the way that oh. Hello there, sir. Where did all y'all come from? Okay. We use the Bombardier or the Warmonger. The Warmonger is not a bad call here, mostly because it does such good damage that it just gets so much experience like right off the rip. But hey, another lord. But yeah, Kel, I apologize that I don't see your Prime. But yay. Happy 5 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Now, oh no, I remember this taking me so long when I was younger. Yeah, I mean, or when I played this the first time.
I wonder if you are the first Longback's Rivet has ever met.
Hold on, I gotta lock in for this for a
Up to
second.
the hype. I would not worry about that.
All right, that's how we get the that's how we get that gold bolt. Wait, I wonder, now that we've gotten a good amount of Lorbs, let's actually talk to the guy. Because I think once we talk to the guy, he may give us an easier way to spot all of them. Hello.
Whoa, can it be? A brother
Oh, yeah. It didn't even...
know we're not related, right?
I realized that, I can't...
Our mutual thirst for knowledge.
That's...
Check
Huh?
this out. A shrine the Lombax has built
I don't think I actually have alerts set up for
containing
watch
a
streaks,
lorb
but
stuffed
at
with
least
ancient
it,
But
went through.
only a Lombax can unlock its secrets. If you could bring me 3 lords, I'll hook you up with a sweet piece of armor I dug up.
A Lombax shrine? Yeah, I'll totally help.
Hey, not the radical.
Shrines
Oh, there we go. There's the Prime, and I see the alert too on the
So if
Twitch
there
stream.
are,
Thank
you'll
you.
have to clear them out. Wait a second. I think you have enough already. Hey, if you can bring me 4 more lords, I'll give you some chest armor to match those legs. I marked the rest of the shrines on your
See?
map.
I figured as much. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I was trying to attempt to explain, but I knew I wasn't... I wasn't, clearly explaining it. I apologize. Okay, so that one is all the way up there. Got it. So this one's pretty easy. But I'm glad that he put the rest of the Lorbs on the map, because there's no way. There's no way.
You got the lorb? Nice.
This monk, honestly, with how distinct his demeanor is compared to like a lot of the other monks that we've seen in the game so far, it really makes me wish that he was a named monk. And it is, oh no, I remember this one too. We have to get close enough to grapple it. But I think the thing that makes this a pain in the butt is that we have to do that multiple times. So pretty much my best advice for this is cut your corners when you can. Like, for example, right here. Oh, you know what I did? I'm so silly. Okay, Ratchet, I was gonna say, I'm gonna need you to not get caught. You wanna know what I did? I tapped circle, I didn't hold it. There we go. Why don't I remember having to do this multiple times? I think when I was doing this before, I think even back then, I was also still doing it incorrectly. So even though we just let these guys out, we gotta take them out. It's a shame because these creatures did nothing wrong, but I wanted the Raritanium. Who knows why they were trapped? I do not. But yeah, generally speaking, it probably makes more sense to go after the rest of the Lorbs first. Okay. Ooh, I forgot how to get in there. Was it over here? Oh, yes, it is over here. All right, so as we're kind of going through this, I wanted to kind of talk very briefly, at least, about kind of how I think this game kind of stacks up with the rest of the Ratchet Clank entries. Because I think that after having played this for a bit, I definitely think that this game does warrant some good conversation about where I think it kind of stacks up with the other entries. I mean, I would say that regardless of what I had stated earlier about the whole can I reach that? Barely. But regardless of what I said about how I feel like this could be seen as a glorified PS5 tech demo, I think that this is actually like a fantastic Ratchet and Clank title. I think the guns are fun. The scaling and flow of the game was good. The level design is spectacular. And I am very happy to have, you know, gone through the game and really sat. I think this is the one that I have to do multiple times. But yeah, I'm really happy to have, you know, played this game. I think that it kind of goes along with a crack in time in A. I don't think that this is an S tier Ratchet and Clank. As much as it's gotten a lot of the things right, I feel like it lost some of the spice to the game. And what I mean by that is that I kind of miss things like the long jump that you used to be able to do with playing, and different and the platforming doesn't really hit the same. I don't really have a good justification to explain the feeling. Just kind of. Oh, okay. So there's a rift jump thing up there, but I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a solid justification as to why I don't feel like it hits good. I just know that unfortunately it just doesn't. I don't know if that did anything. Oh, okay, I see the vision though. This planet does offer a very solid amount of the exploration bit that I think that somewhat of the game was missing.
I am learning quite a lot from these
But
orbs.
I don't know. I bounce between for this game high A
We still don't know.
and S. I do genuinely feel like this game was polished enough to be I do strongly feel like this game is polished enough to really hit that S rank marker. The game's gorgeous. The plot beats were fun. The characters are all enjoyable in their own rights. And I do think that it also had just a very powerful message about partnership and you know, also expanding on the themes of, you know, family, talking about the different parallels between the different experiences of the characters.
Just don't fall. No problem.
So, this game is hard for me to place. That said, though, I'm not sure entirely what my favorite gun is. Across all the games, there have just been so many so many different guns that have been super satisfying for all sorts of different reasons. Like, for example, Deadlock, the flail. Even though using the flail caused like some of the wildest like frame rate drops that I've seen in a little while, it was fun. And I do think that there's a lot of value in Ratchet Clank titles just being stupid fun. All right, we got another one. Maybe that's why I remember doing this multiple times, because there's multiples of them. Not necessarily that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You know what? That works. Neat.
How did this get here?
But looking ahead, we just have 2 more of the Lorbs, 3 more gold bolts, and we're practically done here already. I thought this was going to take us a lot closer to an hour, but to be honest, I will take just the half hour or whatever. Oh, Jesus! I was like, why did it give me the Lorb? And then I saw that these things just spawned, and then... Thanks, game. Give me such a false sense of, like, security. So, to me, it didn't make sense to go back to the guy, turn in the Lorbs, and then go back out. But this planet is fantastic on the exploration part, for sure. A lot of what I really liked about it is that this planet really gave the charge boots or jet boots or what have you the room that I think it needed to breathe. So let's see. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Just shoot the odd one. I thought I heard a mob spawn. And I was about to say, there ain't no way you getting me this time. Got it. And I don't know. They actually made the charge boots actually feel very good in this game in comparison to a Crack in Time and the Nexus. Okay. There we go. This one was just all about being observant about your surroundings. And just like that, we've gotten all the Lorbs. We can actually head back to the monk. Also, I will say that I know I mentioned how good the charge boots feel. I also do want to acknowledge that I am using the accessibility setting for them. So that can also play a much larger factor just kind of in the state of things. But yeah, I think we've been doing pretty good with this collectathon.
Do what makes you happy.
And I will say that we did get 10. And we needed 11.
Now
I hate it here.
Brother Lombax does it again.
Yep.
Woo! Here's a sick-looking chest that you can go with those sweet,
don't
sweet
even-
legs. You just helped save Longback's history for generations.
Yes, sir.
If you collect the rest of the lore, brothers and I, it's yours.
So we accidentally caused a little bit of dialogue overlaying.
Brother.
But this game has also just had a whole bunch of issues regarding that. For some reason, they just didn't, like, stop the thing. But yeah, we could have gotten the Lorbs way back when, but I figured that just going here and getting everything all at once made more sense. And you guys can see, like, we're getting pretty close to the, end of collecting everything. Even just, like, now. We need to go to Blizon Prime and Torn 4 to mostly just get the last kind of suit pieces.
What's going on with Rivet?
This shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So we're playing as Rivet for these, I wouldn't say final 2 sections. But like I mentioned before, we're getting pretty close to wrap up here. So we know that we needed to get to the mining hub. We know that we basically saved the town. Okay. So biggest thing that's over here is allegedly the gold bolts, which I don't know about you guys, but I can see pretty clear as day where it is. But goodness, this is such a desolate location. And, you know, kind of makes me feel sad. Because they truly had no idea, like, what happened was going to happen. And it just also just makes me really sad that, even though,
So shiny.
it's just a shame that even though Clank meant well, it honestly almost screwed everybody over. So next spot is going to be over here, kind of where we were for the cook. I guess I just never explored. Oh, I didn't do a thorough exploration of this area. That's what it is. But yeah, getting as close to, you know, 100% completion is very generally what I want to try to accomplish here. Oh. Okay, that's... Oh, no.
Automatic cloaking field generator. Fancy.
So we gotta just kind of move quickly. As you guys can see, this one was not that bad at all. And we can just rift over, and we can just rift back over. I don't think they intended for, like, any of these mini... Huh? Whatever. Whatever, I'm alive. As I was trying to say, before I was rudely interrupted by the game here, I don't think they ever intend for these mini rifts to like actually be difficult. Okay, so our next spot should be... Come on, come on, come on, make it, make it, make it. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Wait, how'd I get there before? Y'all, you guys saw that the game let me cheese it, right? No. Now I want to cheese it just to prove a point. Okay, good. Let's see, better let me over here. Yeah, I was gonna be upset if it didn't let me cheese it. But how much more do we have left? Is it crazy to you guys that we actually almost like that we're almost pretty much that we're almost pretty much done. I'm trying to collect everything as quickly as I can, but also just making sure that even though I'm going quick, that I'm still just enjoying the journey. I think a lot of the time while playing games like this, everybody is kind of, a lot of people may just kind of rush from point A to point B, but not even take a second to take in the fresh air. Which, I'm not saying that I want to take like 5 years to get this game done. Of course not. But I still also wanted to point out that we still have like a solid amount of game. And I want to make sure that we enjoy the bits that we can play while, you know, chatting amongst ourselves. Okay. So, I need to remember exactly how to get over here. Oh, this is over where we started. Okay, that makes significantly more sense now. So that plants us back here, so we need to actually make our way back over yonder. Which I don't know if there's a superbly easy way to get back. Yeah, my brain is struggling with the remembering bit. So that's why I'm also just picking up some Meritanium along the way, because we still need a lot of it. Because yeah, we used to have like a little like rocket thing, not rocket thing, but platform over there that will lead us to the costume piece that we can't get anymore. Oh, oops. Once again, wanted to prove a point, so if I'm gonna do some cheese traveling, I can and I will. Okay. If you're wondering, no, I don't know how to get back. I'm just kind of vibing, exploring the planet all at the same time. Okay. So if we are back here, you'd think that there would be like an easy teleporter back. But I'll take all this Veritanium. Like I said, can't be mad about that while I'm re-exploring the world. I will eventually just do the lazy way, which is likely just to reload the game. Yeah, let's do the lazy way. Actually, no, wait. They might just start me from my last... Wait, that works. So, where is the teleporter?
Hello. Puppy noises.
Hi, Jim.
Aw, Jim. Jim was adorable. All he wanted were friends. So, this is gonna be the kind of like the part where we're gonna have to do some of the initial like bouncing back and forth. And I'll take some Raritanium. Actually, did we want to travel here first? Okay, yes we did. Because I remember skipping you on accident, so I'm sorry that I'm coming here at the end of the game now to actually use your services,
Feel free
madam.
to browse.
But thank you.
Forget catching lightning in a bottle. You just caught a whole storm.
All right, I'm pretty sure it's the Void Repul. No, it's the Drill Hound next. Interesting. Okay.
You are cooking
An
with
additional
gas
hound
now,
can lock on and be fired simultaneously. That's potent.
See you next time.
So now we have the capability of shooting out multiple hounds at the same time. If that doesn't scream strong, I truly don't know what else will. Wait. Oh, we have to go around. Ooh, that's actually sick with the low gravity. And I learned my lesson. I remember back then when I was trying to grab all them bolts. All right, so let's see here. We know that we're about 90% of the way there. Oh, those poor guys probably didn't even know what was coming. So all this spot is telling me is that I just didn't walk over here. But I think at the time I did tell you guys that I was trying to focus a little bit more on story and just kind of making sure that we get through what we needed to get through. Lucky for us, we are practically done. I'm trying to figure out if getting back to town or going back the long way was going to be faster. Okay, you guys have to admit, easy cheese. Okay. Honestly, I call these cheesing moments, but really you guys can, I hope you guys understand that it's more so that it's a
Works for me.
interpretation, I suppose, of not interpretation, expression. Expression is the correct verbiage here. I think that it's a very good expression of my of mobility with Ratchet and everything. So let's see. Okay, there's a rift probably that opened up towards the end that I didn't mess around with too much. And if you guys didn't already kind of see, this planet is no longer the same type of accessible that it was when we were here initially. And I'm just reminding you here that that is totally fine. And there's Mr. Fix-It over there. He's not a homicidal maniac anymore. Like, if we go and look at him. Look at him. Hi, Mr. Fix-It. Look, you don't need to kill us this time.
So you got the big guy back.
That was almost totally awkward. And also being able to visit a lot of these areas now that we're kind of hitting the tail end of the game. I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of even I actually really liked that I'm doing this collectathon right now. Just because, I don't know, I think this feeling of like this being almost kind of like a victory lap, you could say. Ooh, ooh. This hey game, chill out. This almost being like a victory lap of sorts, you guys could say. And I think that's really fun.
Yes!
Because we actually could see all the good that we had kind of brought to the different planets that we've been to so far. I do think that there's a lot of value in kind of enjoying and seeing that sort of thing. So unfortunately, because we use the hurl shot to get over there, we do have to use it to get back. Oh, hi there. I'm sorry that I did damage to your back there, buddy. I know what it's like to have sometimes debilitating back pain, even though I'm a very young individual, I would say. Though, thankfully, you know, I say very debilitating, but I'm thankfully not in a position where
Look who the cat dressed. You here for weapons or ammo?
how do I explain this? Oh, that was almost bad. I can still thankfully function and do most of my tasks that I set out for myself during like the day. All right, this is the last area that we have to pick up a gold bolt from. So I think we're doing pretty good. All right. We shouldn't have to be here too long. Oh no, I forgot. This is true. This is true. Being active can also help with back pain. I do not want to discount that. But welcome on in. Detraman? Did I say that right? I hope I did. So, the nice thing, by the way, about this whole situation is that I know now that I don't have to worry about juice. Cause going through these levels again while having to deal with juice at the same time. Oh. Weird. I thought your YouTube account also had the actual name, Kel. But welcome on in on the YouTube side, I guess. could have sworn that you're
You? Stop decorating.
yeah, I could have sworn that you had your regular name, but oh well. Yeah, I know that Juice is gonna be around happy with, I guess, their partner Juice. If you want to describe the interaction like that, they were like,
The interior decorators have returned.
all right, you knew that this was a nefarious area, so. God, I still remember the one day that, I say the one day like it wasn't just yesterday. I wonder if it's a whole, like, display name thing. Like, my thing says, like, the account name, but your display name might be a little different. I wonder if it's, like, one of those moments. Oh, I was already over here before. Got it. I hate how picky the camera is. So, let's see. Yep, there we go. And this is all I wanted. And now we never have to go to this planet ever again. And also with that, we do now have all the gold bolts. If I wasn't playing on my main account, we could take advantage of that and, you know, show off the trophy. You guys have now seen... Sorry. Just being in there just like triggered my fight or flight response for just a moment there. Yeah, that section right there, when Juice showed up and like jump scared me, completely triggered my fight or flight response, and and if it wasn't super obvious already, my brain chose flight. So I'm using this opportunity to see if we could actually get the Hound fully leveled. We might be able to, but I'm not going to put a huge promise on it. Pretty much the one thing that I want to do is I just want to kind of get back to the teleporter. Even still, poor Juice. Alright, let's jump. And now we never have to be in this planet ever again. I think that's the real highlight that I'm taking away from this. Alright.
Wonder what
We
rivets
got this last planet right here, and we're gonna be pretty good. Yes, it did work. Nice. And it didn't give you the first time chatter bonus, but so
I wonder if
we're thriving here. Oh, okay. There's just a rift that probably showed up here after we finished up here.
what do you even call a group of students?
Oh, that's weird.
Room? Whoosh? Oh, whiz? Whiz.
I feel so bad for doing that to the Speedle. Why did they... they're kind of foul for that if you guys think about it. Okay. All right. We got our last one done. So the only thing that's really left at this point is not only finishing the game, but I need to just see if that last spy bot is tied to finishing the game. Which means that we wouldn't be able to get the Rhino like on this playthrough. But just to make sure that everybody is aware of it, we got all the collectibles, and also we broke the game screen. Let's just go to Xerxes and then we'll just kind of show off everything from there. All right. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the map and just kind of see, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Because obviously we can go inside there, but where's the other spy bot? So I don't think we want to go in there yet. So my read on this is that it has to be outside, right? It also makes no sense why we can't go down there. Oh. Okay. Rude. Maybe it's up to the side here? Oh. Game's kind of diabolical for that one. But there we go.
Looks like you recovered all the Starbots, sugar. See me soon, and I can use the hit to build you the ultimate weapon. All right.
Sounds good to me. We're gonna need all the firepower that we need from Nefarious.
The ultimate weapon is here, and it is all.
And this is the 8th Rhino.
Honey. Ooh, that one is so
And
hot right now.
why don't we go on ahead and show what it can do. So yep, we can basically, it's kind of like a mini Dimensionator. And we can take very, very good advantage of what this has to offer. Now, even in my own personal playthrough, I don't think I was able to max it out in time. And I want you guys to know that it'll likely be the same here, obviously.
That is
But
one mighty fine enhancement.
I did want to at least show off that it existed.
Even in the playing field, are we?
I think that was just the one part of like everything that made sense.
You all come back.
But the last thing that we are going to do before we wrap things up with the story of the game is that I did want to show off the one of the faster ways to farm off raritanium. It is actually a very easy farm method where you want to enter the Silver Cup and basically you want to kill Scolipede over and over and over again. Pretty much the easiest way that you could probably do that in a faster fashion is that you want to make sure that you use the Cold Snap and then the Warmonger. But like I mentioned before, I'm still not Obviously, a good chunk of this requires the weapons to be maxed out. So it's not going to be a perfect it's not going to be like a perfect little like 1-2 size. Oh. So we'll do that. We'll do a bombardier. Then we'll just use the drill pack because I just wanted to show this off for demonstration purposes, not necessarily because we are going to sit here and like farm this. Last thing I want to do for you guys is like bore you with farming it for like late game like weaponry. That doesn't necessarily mean that I won't take advantage of it, but why don't we also... So, the unfortunate thing is, by the way, believe it or not, I actually don't really find the Rhino all that impressive. It might feel more impressive once like fully upgraded with like Raritanium and everything. But yeah, currently, it's one of the guns that I don't really find all that impressive. What they probably could have done in the future, what's it called? I just want you guys to know that that is a very fast way to kind of get Raritanium in the game. It's not like going to different planets and having like a rotation of finding different things. It's literally just beat that boss over and over again. And you guys saw that I was able to finish my drill pack and get a level up on the other gun as well. So let's go on ahead and get a lot more of these upgrades kind of situated. We are very rapidly approaching the end of the game and the last couple of cutscenes, and I've done everything that at least I would like to do with regard to covering this game before we move on with the finale. So what I'm gonna do is that on one end, if you guys know, you know, I'm running an ad, and then let's see. Why my brain decided to blink. But yeah, we're gonna drop an ad, and then once that ad's done, we will actually get the story cutscene kind of started. I would like to try to still get as much of the leveling done as we can, but I'm also aware that this is the end game, the final boss, and I should also be using the tools that I need to just very generally stay alive. But yeah, one of the things that I think that's really cool is that you could actually see all of our weapons here, because we have to be unarmed while we're here. So you got kind of see both the wrenches, the blast pistol, even stuff like the Rhino and Warmonger around, and a whole bunch of other like smaller things very generally. Just as very general proof that we did get everything unlocked here. And you guys know that even though I had access to like all of these, I didn't necessarily feel the need to be rocking like any of these gear, because very generally speaking, collecting the pieces is what gave the bonuses. And hopefully it was on screen long enough for you guys to get a good look at everything. So pretty much all you guys really can kind of see is that we got a whole bunch of different little things. We can have a retro filter on, bring us back to like the PlayStation 1 days. I think that it's all very, very fun, very, very cool. Home movie is kind of sick, but trust me, I know I don't want to have these on very long. Newsprint's interesting. We're kind of at the point now where I can really like show off a lot of the game, but I mainly just wanted to kind of very quickly show that we did it. And also we'd have infinite health and weapons at this point. That was like some of the last bits of the rewards. And we could listen to all these spy bots or the lore of the Lombaxes, but my big like end all point is that I wanted to show you guys that all this stuff, you know, existed. Because I know that we didn't spend a ton of time with looking at all these different things. So just so you guys know, it's all there for you to look at and for you to just kind of watch and read for yourself. So I think with that said, I think I've shown off everything that I've wanted to show off. So let's get the end game started, shall we?
Hey, Phantom. Thanks. Sorry. 1 sec.
So the final showdown is at hand. This is your last chance to acquire armor and collectibles before the end of the story. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
Okay, we have to draw him out. So I was thinking I'd disguise myself as a robot, but with a really big...
Do you know what that sound is? Listen closely. Is it fear? Hope? The slow inevitability of death? No, it's
There we go.
Winning. What else is new, you say? Oh, quite right. But you are only a part of one dimension. What about the rest? Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I think everyone
What do you mean a
deserves
little
subjugation. So, to celebrate such a momentous occasion, I'd like to honor the good doctor who inspired this journey in the first place. By invading his home dimension personally. What? My first stop, Megalopolis. Or, as I like to think of it, new.
All right, so they're kind of going to our dimension, and that's not great. I'm just saying that that is really not great.
When do we leave?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now. You have no choice but to go, and we have to do just everything that we can to make sure that he doesn't get away with this, you know? And I think that the setup for this was very fun. He worked fast.
Are we home? I am afraid so.
That? Ooh, there's audio lag on Twitch? So is it in sync here?
The Emperor is truly turning our
That's
dimension into his
interesting.
own.
Nefarious is just up ahead. If you guys distract him, I can try and grab the Dimensionator from above.
So yeah, this is gonna be a multifaceted front with both Ratchet and Clank and Rivet. I really wanted to say Rivet and Kit, but unfortunately we don't have that that leniency. So what we're gonna do for now is that we're gonna kind of push forward with the goons. And remember, we have all these different weapons that we've acquired during the game. We should do our best.
How's it looking up there?
Not great, but I'm with.
Okay, let's see.
We got you covered. Hurry and get
But yeah, we have all these weapons. Let's use them. Preferably the ones that still need to be upgraded. But if there's audio desync, it might be the capture card, unfortunately. But I feel like it would have been on the YouTube side as well. Let's see. The Warmonger should be a pretty good choice here. And it was as good of a choice as I thought it was. It's wreaking havoc.
There is one more sniper.
They're giving like so much gold away. Wait, I'll say, where is the last sniper? So we don't need the drill pack. We can probably just get away with using the black hole.
All right. Looks like this guy's clear of snipers. Let's move.
Okay. Ooh. Not the Rhino going crazy. But yeah, the nice thing about everybody kind of fighting and working together is that even though the Rhino itself is kind of underwhelming, to be honest, it allows for some fun stuff. Oh, oops. Sorry, team. I didn't realize that had like, sorry for just like completely just going radio silent there for a second. I was just thinking to myself about how like the dinging worked. And I realized that if you actually hit like a head spot shot, then it does do things like give you good feedback. All right. It's crazy to think that both the Fariuses are like right there. Wait, were we supposed to jump? Oh, no, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. Well, that's awkward. The Warmonger is honestly pretty, we're doing pretty solid.
Ratchet and Clank! They're here!
You are the heroes of this dimension?
Oh, dang.
That is hilarious.
You got lucky
No,
last
not
time,
the is.
Nefarious. Is.
This calls for a special sort of annihilation. I've been looking for an excuse to wear my new suit.
Where did he go?
Oh, you came in here true. All right. I'm vibing with it. If you're wondering, I actually don't have a lot of real estate or control or. Oh.
Ratchet, we need your help. Nefarious just...
I forgot that he can do that.
Whoa!
So let's see. Is the sprinkler still going to do God's work for me?
What's gotten into you lately? I was so used to you being dull.
Nope, it's not doing what I needed to do, so we're just gonna shoot a rocket at it.
We have to fight this thing.
Okay. Yeah, we're working on it.
Pirate those monitors.
So I think that this part is actually like,
Rivet, you will never guess.
Quantum? What are...
We've got a plan. Just
okay.
hold off a little longer.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying.
Sure.
But yeah, this was exactly kind of what I wanted from, okay, I need to stop getting hit. I need to actually, sorry. I need to use, like, a real gun.
I guess your funeral's as good a time as any. Come on. Just have to weaken his stupid power suit.
Okay. See, I know how to dodge. I'm just... Alright, can we freeze it? No, I think it's just too... Oh, sweet. Okay. Freeze was a good call there. Just the extra bonus damage is just... We're doing a good amount. Yes, actually.
There is a battle to
But yeah, everybody banded together because they realized that this Nefarious is kind of crazy.
You've got this, Quantum.
Emperor Nefarious, your campaign of destruction, cruelty, and wanton
Quantum is kind of wild.
is over. How's that?
I have goosebumps.
You nailed
All right, let's do it.
Now jump.
Oh, I see what you're doing, Ratchet. You're wild. He could have dimension hopped off. So now it's Ratchet's turn. So I just find it funny that, like, in Rift Apart specifically, they have, like...
This dimension really thinks it will get the best of me.
Alright, there's... Oh, hi! You know, this genuinely would, I think, like, horrified me.
Still working. This is not good. Everyone, shoot those monitors.
But this is what I think a Ratchet and Clank Final Battle should be, like, operating around, and this is kind of the general expectation that I would like to have for the game. You know? Alright. We should probably go for the Cold Snap if we can. There we go. I almost fell off. Oh, hi. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
This is becoming considerably less amusing.
Keep firing at the monitors.
Oh, hi!
Yep, it's just fighting a Nefarious the size of his ego.
We're getting close.
We actually almost got it. All right, black hole vortex.
Keep shooting. We can't stop now.
All right, warmonger. Well, we're gonna just keep just diving your head in. I mean, yeah. Saw how much damage that did to you, dog? And you keep like throwing your face through for some reason.
You're looking hurt.
All right, there we go.
This holds not even a candle against the battles I have won. Countless victories. Your dimensions will
Right.
be another in my trophy case.
Ooh, this guy is hard to hit. All right, good. Level 2 headhunter. We're doing good. We're doing good. Oh god. Oh god. All right, let's get another rhino shot in there. Another headhunter shot. Get the bombardier out. Yeah, I thought that shielding it would level it up. That was my fault for trying to think outside the box. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no, I didn't mean to jump. I didn't mean to do that.
It's still working. This is not good. Everyone, shoot those monitors.
I'll be real, I am a little bitter. Okay, let's make this last hit count. Okay.
Considerably less amusing.
All right, let's take care of these guys.
The size of his ego.
We are actually doing a lot of damage now that I'm actually using real weapons. Well, real is not the accurate word. All right. Oh, y'all need some help. Okay, ammo boxes came back down. We're slowly running low on.
You're looking hurt, Nefarious.
Okay.
This holds not even a candle against the battles I have won.
Do it.
Countless victories.
Whew. We did it. We got the Warmonger into the Peacemaker. Okay. We could probably just use the black hole vortex for a bit.
Keep firing, Ratchet. You heard him, everyone.
Okay. Let's use the Rhino. Rhino's doing good damage.
Okay, that hurts.
Okay. There we go. We did exactly what needed to be done, Nefarious. I wish I could have more deliberately stated like what I was doing and what was like the general expectation, but pretty much you guys saw we just alternate between his arms, his hands, and everything, and pretty much we just need to keep moving.
Ratchet, Gary and the monks think they can help. Get as close to Nefarious as you
Okay.
can. I'll draw
We're working on it.
Over here! I can get you into Nefarious's heart. As in the robot.
All right, let's get in there.
Thank you.
All right, we're fighting the heart of the robot. All right, we're gonna just try to get a lot of the auto firing things out and about. The goal of those things are to just kind of protect me and kind of give me some cover fire while I actually deal with the actual issue. Oh, the Rhino seems to be very good for this.
It's working.
All right. Nice. We got all the heart nodes. Ooh, and that leveled us up to level 10. All right, let's see. What else can we... Yeah, your suit's failing, dog.
Firing, Ratchet.
All right, got our 10 bullets off of that. Let's just Hail Mary for the finish line. Just use the, whatever this gun's called, the black hole. Got him. Got him is right.
Gary, I could use an exit.
Fingers crossed.
We got thrown to the other side of the city. Hold them off as long as you
Ooh,
can.
okay. Oh, knocked his butt out.
You think you can defeat me? I will bring it
That
all
you
of my
built
armies,
yourself?
all of my followers. You
No, thank you.
will bow before me.
Ooh, I was about to say that he's getting greedy with all his power. Rivet, we're just, you know that we're gonna have to just try our best and just survive, you know. We have the weaponry, we have to try. Wait, oh! Nice!
You were right. I cannot run away anymore. I can't let you
Of course
do
not.
this alone.
You guys are partners.
I will hold back his army.
Hey!
Take him down.
See, I remember that Kit came in to save the day. I just didn't entirely remember how. But yep, boss battle time versus Emperor Nefarious. I think that it was actually perfect that Rivet actually did this fight. The only reason I think that it was probably the most important, it was important that Rivet was the one who did this fight is that she's the one who had the grudge with Emperor Nefarious all this time, and I think that's fair. All right, so we did. We're doing kind of like. Ooh, dodge.
Enough, Nefarious! You're tearing reality apart.
Let's see. Doomblades.
The thankless, uninspiring dimensions are collapsing.
You realize that there's not going to be a dimension to rule if you destroy all of them, right? But you can kind of see that his psyche was basically like cracking like very, very easily, because that's just kind of the one note beat of characters like Emperor Nefarious, where they're not used to the idea of losing. So whenever they do actually lose, their mental can't handle it.
And you are not my emperor.
How utterly charged.
All right, I was gonna say the Rhino is ruining his day. Goodness.
Destroy the rebel wolf. Do not let it near me.
Kid! Heavy! Incoming!
Oh, ow!
Is it really the end of me? Not even close.
Ooh, nice. The Ricochet is putting in a lot of damage and a lot of bolts. No. So let's see. Bombardier just to kind of leave some very general damage flow coming. Ooh, you didn't even get frozen until it was like way too late. Okay. Void Repulsor, I tried to get you up there in the levels.
Eliminate them! Now! Now! Now!
More troopers flanking!
All right, you heard her. We'll do it.
I will be the end of you!
All right, come on. We should probably just be using everything we have at this point. Oh God. All right, we're running out of good options, but let's take some heat off of ourselves and drop to Mr. the Fungus.
Come, my loyalists, every one of you, come together to fight for your
I
beloved
think you're out of
Emperor.
troops, Nefarious.
They're all gone. Hello? No one?
Nope.
Enough! I will collapse every dimension into nothingness!
Overclocking the Dimensionator.
All right.
Hurry! I can get you up to him.
Empty void! Say goodbye!
This
Nice.
is the part where you lose.
Clean hit with the hammer. Clean. Oh. I mean, we do.
You really thought you had me?
Nice. I don't see a more fitting end than the one that I currently see below.
Get off of me, you loathsome... Please, we can win this together!
What do you
Oh!
know about winning?
Yeah, you thought Nefarious. You thought. And James, welcome on in. You did it. It's been years since like I've replayed this, and I'm kind of happy that I did it. This was fun.
You two really are a couple of hot shots.
Look who's talking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready to fix this, pal?
I would love
This entire game, he's been sitting here armless, and it's just funny. But look at that. And everybody's just meeting their dimensional counterparts. It's kind of cute. I was about to say, Emperor Nefarious worked so fast to like change Metropolis, like, because we went almost like immediately after he said that he was gonna go.
Hey, I'm sorry for what I said before. You're my friend, and thank you for coming back. Team.
I guess it's time to go home, huh?
Yeah. Our dimension could use a couple heroes right about now.
Well, how would you two feel about making a pit stop on the way?
Where are we headed?
All right,
I think you know.
we did it. Yeah, that's us.
Us?
Alrighty. We finished Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. So, this is the part where I get to yap, as I have so famously have made aware for quite some time. So, let's start with the easy part. I am happy that I opted to play Rift Apart, or even just the franchise as a whole. I'm very glad that everything kind of worked out in the way that it did, and everything came throughout this year. And for those of you guys who don't know, this is the last playthrough for the year. I'm not starting up any new playthroughs, trying to squeeze one before the year's end, but a lot of that just has to very generally a lot of it is just due to just how my availability will be once the rest of the holiday season kind of kicks into full gear. But we'll talk about that a little bit after the credits roll. Let's just talk about the game for now. I think that this game was very well done from start to finish. I think you can tell the degree of polish and care that they put into the game, the expressiveness of all the characters, and just the story in general. It's a simple story, because this came out during the whole like multiverse craze that had kind of happened toward the end of 2021. And you could kind of definitely see that influence in a game like this, but it also made sense in the world of Ratchet and Clank. They took a plot beat with that of the Dimensionator and talked about, what if Ratchet and Clank were in an alternative universe? What if Nefarious was in another universe? What if we, and then, you know, they just kind of bounced off those ideas, and then you ultimately saw something that was like, okay, what if Nefarious was in a universe where he won? And I bet you the plot just kind of wrote itself from there. They, I think the dynamics between the group of four was very strong and very fun. And it does lead itself open to more things as it, you know, eventually gets down to it. And I'd be excited to see what they decide to do for the next Ratchet and Clank entry. Will Rivet and Kit make a return? Will they take kind of a side seat now that their plot is done with this game? Since, you know, some people I feel like would have a genuine concern about this being a, you know, Ratchet and Clank title. And having the attention and spotlight be split between the two. I mean, it happens, and I can totally understand where people might be coming from with regard to that. However, I am not one of those people. I really adored Rivet's introduction, and overall just the writing of everybody, and I'll kind of rave about that over and over and over again. And it does make me happy that there's been all this care that's been put into the game. I wish, if anything, that the traversal options were a bit better. I definitely think that that's one of the larger aspects of the game that I feel like undercooked is not the right word, because they did cook with what they had. So I wonder what direction they're going to go with next. I truly do think that this journey is special, and I do think that it was kind of like a wonderful capstone, or capstone's not the correct word, but the right idea. A nice little kind of send off to the franchise if they decided to leave it alone from here, which they've kind of seen from, what's it called? We've kind of seen a little bit of that kind of with their larger focus on the Marvel projects. That's not to say that they're never going to do another one, but it's definitely been a minute. But I will be there day one when Insomniac is ready to put that effort in. So that's it. We could always start up challenge mode if we really wanted to. Pick up exactly where we left off with all of our weapons and ultimately just have a fantastic time. But I think that we have done all that I've wanted to do in Rift Apart. As you can see, 100%. So, that's actually going to be it for me tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Next week, we are definitely going to be entering a bit of a era of filler, I will say. We won't be starting a new playthrough, but I still will be streaming next week. I have a kind of a small selection of live service games and gacha games that I'm currently actively playing. If you guys know me personally, you know what those games are. But with all of that in mind, we'll probably just be taking it chill the next couple of days. And then the following week, so next week, like I said, not starting a new playthrough or anything like that. The week after, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone doing just generally just holiday festivities. And then when we're back for New Year's, we're still going to be kind of in this filler era while I kind of figure out how exactly I want to structure my channel for the new year. So, I think that's about it. Thank you guys all so very much for watching this playthrough of Ret the Part and the entire Ratchet & Clank franchise this year. I'll see you guys next week, where we will just dive into some games off to the side and enjoy our time with those as we get ready for the holidays to really pick up the pace. So, I hope to see you guys all in the next one. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night.